Agricultural revolution, also called agrarian revolution, is a period of sudden changes to the agricultural world. The first agricultural revolution occurred 11,000 years ago. In the 1700s, a second agricultural revolution occurred and greatly improved the quality and quantity of farm products.
The Neolithic Revolution, which occurred around 10,000 BC, is commonly referred to as the first agricultural revolution. It was the transition of many human cultures from a lifestyle of hunting and gathering to one of agriculture and settlement, allowing the ability to handle increasingly larger populations. These settled communities let humans observe and experiment with plants to learn how they grow and develop. It inspired some of the most important developments in human history, including the invention of the wheel, the planting of the first cereal crops, and the development of cursive scripts, mathematics, astronomy, and agriculture.
Between the mid-1700s and the late 19th centuries, there was an increase in agricultural revolution in Britain due to increases in labor and land productivity. Agricultural output grew faster than the population over the century to 1770, and thereafter productivity remained among the highest in the world.
This increase in the food supply contributed to the rapid growth of population in England and Wales from 5.5 million in 1700 to over 9 million by 1801. Through domestic production, the countries gave way increasingly to food imports in the 19th century as its population increased over threefold to more than 32 million.
As many countries underwent agricultural revolution, there were many improvements in farming methods. The Dutch led the way of the revolution and were the first to combine smaller fields into larger ones to make better use of the land. They were also the first to use livestock manure as fertilizers to renew the soil.
In the 1700s, educated British farmers expanded on Dutch experiments and exchanged news through farm journals. Some of these experiments were the mixing of different soils and crop rotation to get a higher crop yield. Lord Charles Townshend urged farmers to grow turnips, which restored exhausted soil. The seed drill, invented by Jethro Tull, was a new mechanical device to aid farmers. It deposited seeds efficiently in rows instead of wastefully scattering them over the land.
Landowners used enclosure, which was the process of taking over and consolidating land formerly shared by peasant farmers. This allowed them to gain more pastures for sheep to increase wool output. As millions of acres were enclosed, farm output rose, and so did profits because such large fields needed fewer workers. Because of this, many farm laborers were thrown out of work, and small farmers were forced off their land since they could not compete with large landholders.
One of the major effects of the agricultural revolution was the growth of human population as there was more food grown. The surplus in crop production reduced the amount of deaths caused by famine. Sanitation, improved medical care, and better food led to a healthier population and slowed deaths from disease.